And we just go ahead and attach the springs down here to the collector. There's one from each primary pipe that goes on.
So what we've done is take the bushings out for all the stock exhaust mounts, because we don't need all of them. However, we do need just one. So Manny will show us here what's important in this particular piece that's being fitted to the bike.
So right here where the exhaust clamp's going to mount to the chassis to secure the muffler, we've got this guy in the back, this metal bushing is in, the one on the outside is out. And the reason for that is we're going to use a longer bolt with the washer on it already. Goes through and secures it up against the rubber bushing there with this washer. On the other side, we've got a spacer to maintain proper clearance. The hanger bracket here, and then the nut at the end. There's only one way, so when it comes out, this part's straight up and down. The bottom part sits at an angle. You can see it kind of angles forward, and the reason for that is that the muffler, when it's on, is going to sit at a slight angle, and this is going to allow you to have the clamp lined up in the right position. So then after that, we go ahead and slide the muffler on like this. Make sure it's all the way forward and bottomed out, and that puts it in the right position here, since we've angled this properly to get the clamp on and hold the muffler in the right place.
Such a Chinese torture.
You already did the hard part. We're going to go ahead and throw the clamp on it. This clamp fits around the muffler and secures it. You'll notice it's kind of an oval shape, matching up with the silencer. It's important that when you put it on, it's going to go on fitting the shape of the silencer. The tangs at the top are going to be perfectly in the center and not off to the side, because when you do something like that and turn it off, you'll end up with a gap. It doesn't clamp very well. It's not a good fit. So you want to make sure it's on, with the shape of the muffler with those in the top, something like that. And then you want to attach it up here, make sure it's form fit to the muffler, and it's going to fit to the inside of this tang that's hanging down from this bracket that goes to the chassis. So we get it just like that, line it up, and then this bolt's going to hold it through here, just like that. And you'll notice as I attach this point here, we've still got this bracket loose, and the reason for that is it gives us a little bit extra play, get everything exactly where we want it before tightening everything down. This is always a good idea. I'm going to throw a spring on it real quick just to put tension on the can, hold it forward before I start tightening this stuff down, because I had already pulled it back a little bit. So we've got that.
Yeah, now that just made a big difference in the room. There you go.
Yeah, and then we can maneuver our can in position before we start snugging it down to make sure everything's where it needs to be. It clears the swing arm, clears the chassis, clears the tire. So at this point, everything looks good. We've got good clearance. We're going to go ahead and start tightening everything up since it's where we need it to be, and we're pretty much ready.
Now that the pipe is installed, we have to go back to our usual procedure before we run the bike to go ahead and clean the pipe properly. We have our lambda sensor bung bolt here. We're keeping that out because the bike's going back on the dyno, so we can check the fuel air mixture. And then lastly, once the pipe is completely clean, we'll go ahead and put our plate back on, as Manny needs somewhere to put his feet. So, a couple quick jobs and then we're ready for the next dyno run.
I'm just using a little bit of brake cleaner, contact cleaner. Make sure it's a clean rag. And the reason for that is we're going to wipe all the oils, fingerprints, dirt, everything off of it. If you don't do that, you'll end up burning it into the pipe. It looks bad. Won't really hurt anything, but it's just mostly aesthetic. So now that we put our new system on, we want to take care of it, make it look nice and stay looking nice.